everybody, welcome back. So today's video is just gonna be some house cleaning, normal everyday stuff. Okay, do you have a routine when it comes to washing your clothes? Me personally, I always wash clothes first. It's just what I do. But on this day, the last person to wash clothes was my husband, and he had washed clothes, but there was not enough towels to make a load, so I just left them in the machine. So if you notice me keep reaching in and pulling stuff back out, it's because absent-mindedly I'm throwing in clothes instead of towels. And so I keep having to reach back in and pull out the clothes. So this little clip is just showing you that Aubrey spilled her macaroni and cheese in the dishwasher on top of the clean dishes. So wanted macaroni for breakfast, and so we cooked it, and then I had fixed Aubrey some. And I always tell these kids to hold their plate with two hands. If they need to get a spoon or fix them something to drink, put your plate down. Well, she was looking for a spoon in the dishwasher, no less, because it hadn't been unloaded yet, and that's where they were. And in doing so, her plate of macaroni just, it slid right off the plate into the microwave. She had a little bit of a meltdown, but it all worked out. I fixed her some more, and she went on her merry way. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. I started doing these videos about 6 months ago. I've been testing different things, and one thing that I have learned is the videos that do the best for me are simply cleaning, decluttering, that type of stuff. Nobody likes to watch me cook, so I won't be doing that anymore. If I do decide to do that, I'll just make a separate channel. But for now, we're gonna leave it like it is. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, because that really helps push the videos out. It helps my channel grow. And stick around and hang out with me today. So if you didn't see my previous 2 videos, we have a large upright freezer that had frozen up, and I defrosted it so that it would work efficiently, and that actually caused it to stop freezing completely. So stick around if you want to hear what happened.
I used to think I had plenty of dreams and light in my life. Still my glass was half empty, but you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. My glass was always half empty, but now you're in my life. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. Even after all of these years, you still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out. We have come all this way, love, so I don't see us stopping now. My life's an adventure, 'cause you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. Now my life's an adventure, and you're the reason why. We're far away from the city lights, so small under
or not to rinse? That is the question. I rinse my dishes. I practically wash my dishes before I put them in the dishwasher. Why? Because my dishwasher does not have a disposal in it, and well, neither does my sink actually. So any food that ends up in there, I just scoop it out at the end and throw it away. But I do wish that I had a disposal in my sink as well as a better dishwasher so that I could completely skip this step. But I'm not complaining. I never had a dishwasher growing up, so dishes were always done by hand. It's been several years now that I have had one, and I'm just grateful that I have one. And so if I have to stand here and rinse or wash before loading it, well, it is what it is. Some things have to be hand washed anyway.
Used to look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out. There is only one of you, only one of me. There's a million of those who won't let us be. But they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you. I've been beaten to the ground, dragged across the dirt. I've been scared to live cause some people never learn. But they're not gonna watch me burn. Cause baby, I got you. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's the dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try but they can never take me down. Ooh, cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love.
If you're wondering where the dishes keep coming from, this is stuff that was in our extra ice box that came out of the freezer that was giving us trouble. And so I had space in the dishwasher, and I really try not to run it unless it's full. I mean, obviously I do run it sometimes when it's less than completely full, but I had the room, so I was going around, making sure I had everything. If there were any leftovers that had probably sat a little too long or something like that. So that's why I kept coming back with more and more dishes in the sink.
They always bring all the lonely, but with you here, nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I will tell them what I'm feeling forevermore. I don't care about the feelings, not anymore. So let's show them that love is pure, no matter who it's for. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's the dancing underneath the disco light. They can try but they can never take me down. Cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always bring all the lonely, but with you here, nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. Not afraid to love you.
Realizing that my bowls are too full. As you probably know, when you put things in the freezer, they do expand, and I didn't want for my lids to pop up, so I went ahead and grabbed another container and just tried to evenly distribute throughout all of them into that one. Geez, why are words so hard?
Not afraid to love. I'm gonna go where my heart is. From now on, I'm being honest. I'm gonna show that I got this love, 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 love. But I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always prey on the lonely, but with you here nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. Not afraid to love you. Not afraid to love you.
Just popping in to say, if it looks like I'm staring at the camera, I'm actually watching YouTube on my TV. So when you see me just sitting there staring into space, that's what I'm doing. Something else I want to brag about here is that on this day, Bo's friend from school was coming over, and so he knew that there were chores to be done, and typical kid wanted to keep putting them off. And so I was like, well, he can't come if you don't do what you have to do. So on this day, when I started doing what I had to do, he got up and started cleaning. He cleaned, he swept the entire main living area. He didn't go into like the bedrooms, but he did the front room, dining room, kitchen, and DJ's bedroom. The only thing he didn't do is like some of the stuff that he had picked up off of the floor, he put on the dining room table instead of actually go and put them up. But I was still happy with that, because at least he was doing something, and then I didn't have to get down on the floor and start picking all this stuff up because he had already done it.
I wanna do it all with you by my side. If you're in, meet me here tonight. Be brave and come along, I'll be your ride. Promise we don't need no brake lights. We can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that. This or that, evenings on the train or catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or bed by night. This or I wanna see it all, find the northern lights, see the stars in the open wild, catch a glimpse of Panama. We don't need a map, I'll let you know when we've arrived, yeah. We can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that. This or that, evenings on the train or catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or in bed by night. This or we can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. So just be brave and come along, I wanna do it all. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that. This or that, evenings on the train or catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or in bed by night. This or this Thinking about the way that you know me. No one ever cared like you care for me. You're such a bright star in the dark space. Babe, it never worked out with the others. All we ever did was fight, and at one point I would never thought that I would meet someone like you. This time it's all different. You got every little string on me. The way you make me feel is crazy. How did you get so fly? You got me like my. You got me like my. You got me like there's no other than you now, babe. Nah, 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 'cause you got me like my. Like oh my God, don't let anyone hold you down just because you are shining way more than the other could. And the best part is that you're still so humble about it, 'cause you know it's important. This time it's all different. You got every little string on me. The way you make me feel is crazy. How did you get so fly? You got me like my. You got me like my. You got me like there's no other than you now, babe. Nah, 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 'cause you got me like my. Like oh my God, this time it's all different. You got every little string on me. The way you make me feel is crazy. How did you get so fly? You got me like my. You got me like my. You got me like there's no other than you now, baby. Nah, 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 'cause you got me like my. Like oh my God, you got me like my. You got me like there's no other than you now, baby. Nah, 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 'cause you got me like my. Like oh my God.
One step forward and another back. I would never try to fool ya. I'm one heartbeat away from going mad. Girl, when you're looking like that, closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on the bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Every moment is another chance. Loving you is all I wanted. I'm wide open for a love affair. Girl, when you're looking like that, closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Damn, girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby,
Y'all, these freezers took me days. I was trying to figure out a better way. I went to the dollar store and bought baskets, or well, these are tubs, dish tub, and different little storage containers, because I knew that if I had a way to organize the things in the freezer, it would help to not let it get over cluttered again. But let me just say, these containers, they add up. I bought, let's see, 2, 4, 6. I think I had bought 6 containers and it was like $60. There was no way I was going to do that. So I did bring them back and I used milk crates. It's not pretty, but it worked and it was free because we have a ton of these around the house. It worked, and then I did have other containers that I already had in the house that I borrowed to use in the freezer. And so I'm hoping that this system works out better than just having everything in there on the shelves loose and slipping around, because that's what happens with an upright freezer if you did not know. I've always only had chest type freezers. And so when we got this upright freezer, in my mind, I was like, oh, one shelf can be for beef, one shelf for pork, one shelf for chicken. Not like I ever have that much meat anyway, other than like wild stuff. I do have a whole shelf that was only fish, and then I had a shelf that was rabbit. I didn't realize though that the things would slide off the shelves if it got too high stacked. And some of these freezers, I guess the more expensive ones, do come with drawers that slide out, but mine came with no drawers, so I had to improvise.
I was on your bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. You're smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I can never resist it. Ooh, smiling like that, I can never resist it. Girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on your bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I can never resist it. I need you, baby. I need you, baby. I was on your bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I can never resist it.
Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in a trash now. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would leave me in pieces. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you
I'm just trying my various baskets to see what will fit where and what I think I would like the most. I think I ended up going with just those 2 that are there, and I ended up putting 1 on the bottom. I didn't want to put too much down at the bottom because that is where that fan vent actually is that froze up, causing all of the problems that we had to begin with.
Kill me when you leave and close my door. Who said it'd be easy to be in love? Who said that the sun would always shine? I'm not sure you realize what you are giving up. When did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Oh, Emily. Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Oh, Emily.
So, quick review of the freezers now that I finally finished. As you can see on the right, I have cut okra. I also have some whole in the bottom for like boiling, really like boiling. These need to get used soon before they get freezer burned. But anyway, on the left here, I have already cooked red beans and sausage and already cooked butter beans. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with this because I don't really have a good system in place, because I don't keep inventory of the freezers and I don't do a meal plan. You know, we just fly by the seat of our pants here. So it's a lot of burritos. I do have a lot of burritos in here. I do have a couple packs of hot dogs. This is pumpkin to make like bread. Just haven't done it yet. I do have more burritos, a bunch of burritos. I do have these. I need to move these to the other freezer actually. But anyway, popsicles for the kids. And that's that freezer. Then, now I didn't wipe this down yet. I just wanted to hurry up and get it finished so I could stop running around looking for stuff. This is just all my cooked mustard greens. I do have some unstuffed cabbage roll here. Nacho cheese, my husband's dip. This is a basket of cut up bell peppers and some jalapenos from my daddy's garden. I have my ice cream back there. That is all cooked potatoes and sausage, and then the Cool Whip container is actually alligator. It had shrimp in it also, but the shrimp is all eaten, so I'll need to add more when we do eat that. It's like a sauce pecan, tomato gravy, whatever. In this bottom basket, I threw in all of the, when we thought the freezer was going out, we took all of these things out of their boxes. So I have a bunch of loose, just like biscuits, little cheeseburgers from the dollar store, corn dogs, stuff like that. This one's almost empty, but this is all waffles that I made and froze for the kids, and they just don't touch them. And then I have some tamales down here, but so that's it for that freezer. This chest type freezer we use just for ice now that we were able to get all of our stuff out. So that's ice. This is some sausage I actually need to throw away because it defrosted when we were trying to figure out what to keep and what to get rid of. This freezer is all rice that my daddy gave me, which I may take them out the basket. That way I can use the basket in the big freezer. This is yeast rolls that you just take out and let rise. And then you bake it. It's like homemade bread. My kids call it fluffy bread. Out of the box of those jalapeno cheddar sticks. Those are really good. And then I just keep like my stuff that I don't use often. So I have some wheat flour, flaxseed meal. This is some bait for my husband. He must have forgot he had it in here. But anyway, powdered milk, masa, and a thing of turkey sausage, which honestly probably will not get eaten. So first I want to say this probably looks like it's really full, but I made sure not to push any of this stuff all the way to the back wall. I mean, sure, that might not hurt anything because the air can still circulate to the front, but I figure if I just leave it pulled out, I know that it has room to circulate in the front and the back. I will label these, but this side, I don't even remember what's in them, so that's why I want to label them. But I know this is fish and alligator and maybe some rabbit. No, my rabbit is here. This is rabbit. This is regular, like, store-bought meats. One frozen pizza that I don't know where to put because I don't want, like, normally I stand those up on the top shelf, but you know, I'm trying something different. This is just 2 containers of chicken and okra and sausage gumbo. Have a few packs of already snapped but not yet cooked green beans from the garden. This is green onions from the garden. This is pancakes that I also bought for the kids, as well as some like French toast sticks back here. They don't touch it. This bag, as well as this entire basket right here, is all bell peppers from my daddy's garden. This is all jalapenos, and there's another kind in here. I don't know what they're called. They're really long and they're hot, and he said the longer they sit, the hotter they'll get. So anyway, this is just some already cooked rice for me. It's the Parish rice, grown here in Louisiana, and it is low glycemic. And then I just threw the snacks in the door. Again, stuff was pulled out of boxes to make room. Cheese sticks, pizza rolls, Hot Pockets, pizza rolls. This is all just ice, and the kids' ice cups for like root beer floats. Some ice cream, couple of TV dinner, and some breakfast sausages back there. You get the point. You get the point. That's it. That's how the freezers turned out. I had thought to myself that I would do inventory while I was putting all this stuff back together. But, I mean, not back together, but back, you know, in the freezers. Trying to come up with a little system. I thought I would do an inventory. I have not. It's just not something that I've ever done. And so, it's not... I don't know. I can't think of what I want to say. But anyway, the rest of the house is a mess, even though the freezers are done. So anyway, that's how that went. The freezer saga is over. Thankfully, the freezer still works. So, yay.